What's up, guys? What's up? We're back. I'm back with my little review on the book that I'm currently reading. That, if you watched my last video, um, this is chapters 4, 5-ish, and 6 on my notes on the book itself. And there's a lot of jargon on the developmental stage of us humans and our minds and brains and stages in life that I don't really want to discuss because it'll take me probably an hour to discuss these terms. So what I've learned so far in these two chapters, 4 and 5-ish, and 6, going to 6, is that we all have a human process of developmental stages in our life, and it all begins. What he states is also when we first move out of our parents' home, right? When we do that big shift and we leave the nest, as they say. It starts as early as as soon as we leave the home, and says a little bit of that can really determine also our future and how we go upon life, being basically self independent, independent in life, and not always dependent on our parents. It's very important for all of us as well, but I guess we learn that as we go. But some of the things that I took away from these chapters was he states that a lot of us, or a lot of people, have tragedies, accidents, loss, big events in life, and you can never tell. You can never see the person and be like, wow, I did not know that person went through that, and they super exceeded or they excelled in life more than what they'd ever thought they would have. And he states that it's something called post-traumatic growth, which I can definitely attest to. But a lot of us might go through certain tragedies or traumas, and he states it can go both ways. You can either be debilitated by it, or you can be actually propelled to be something bigger than you ever saw yourself being. Again, it's all about the mindset, obviously, but also it depends also on the situation, the time, the age. A lot of it also depends on the age and maturity of the person. So that was something I picked up, where like a lot of us can go through some type of trauma, some type of setbacks in life, and it can actually be beneficial. And he calls that post-traumatic growth, as opposed to post-traumatic stress disorder, which a lot of veterans and some people that have traumas, they actually go backwards as opposed to forwards. And it's not a personal thing. Everybody's different, but he states that. And another one another tip I learned from these chapters was when he talks about some book called Polyanna, where I never heard of this book, but apparently the book is about a little girl that's very, very optimistic in life, and everything that she encounters, she sees the positive side of it. So I try to be this, I guess, for the most part. But he states that for some of the people that were studying on this study, it wasn't necessarily that they have great lives. They just looked at positive sides of everything. They looked at different sides of all bad things that happen to them. They would look at other way of it, and the perspectives on life would be a lot more different than supposed to say somebody that might thought differently about certain things. So another takeaway on this one is be a Pollyanna. Be optimistic, see the good and the bad, and always think about how certain things that you think that are bad for you could be a good thing. And then also another one that I learned was, another tip, not learned, but another book note on this book was when he talks about basically how careers doesn't also always necessarily mean that you have a good life. He states also some people stay stuck in careers, or they stay they just go pretty much cruising through life in a career that they might not like, but it's comfortable, it's what they know, it's predictable, and it's assuring, right? And he states that a lot of the subjects that they studied, some of them at an older age realized that they wish they would have followed their actual passions and actual loves, as opposed to just being safe, secure in certain things in life. And that goes for everything, right? So a big takeaway from this is, one, be a Pollyanna, be optimistic as much as you can, because it does matter on how you move and you go upon life. And two, not every trauma is bad. It could be as a good thing for you, and it can actually propel you to be something that you never would have thought you would have been. And three is make sure that we don't confuse career for fulfillment, because sometimes a career does not mean that you're going to have a happy and fulfilled life. Take care, guys.